Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. This is our park for today. So I'm just going to go find a spot and sit and set up. This is, they got some play area back there. There are no children on that one. There's some children on another one over here, so I'm not going to film over there. But they got a play area back over here. And this pavilion back over there where people can have picnics and whatnot. A nice park. Okay, so this is where we're going to be sitting, right here. In this little area, little nice area, that little blue spot, little spot painted blue back there is where I'm going to sit. There's a nice little area, a little walking path back here. Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Crochet in the Wild City. And today we are at Columbia Park in Shreveport, Louisiana. And because last week we were basically rained out and couldn't, well, partially we were rained out, partially I had, some mood issues, but that's another story, It happens. With the rain comes bad moods, can't help that. But, we proceed and we carry on. Anyway, so unfortunately, with all the other crochet projects I'm working on, and this is a crochet channel. If you're new, this is a crochet channel, and I talk about crochet, I talk about my weight loss journey, I talk about lots of things. You never know what you're going to hear when you tune into one of my videos, so enjoy the ride. But this project that I'm currently working on is a hexagon cardigan, a full stitch hexagon cardigan, and I am using two different yarns. Of course, I always use two different yarns, but this is my complementing color, which is Premier Basics in the color Aqua. I'm putting that back in my beautiful backpack, and this is the self-striping color we're using, and this is also Premier Yarns. These are actually on sale right now on premieryarns.com, on sale right now. This is Sweet Roll Vivid in the color Tetra, and it's beautiful. As you can see, these yarns are so soft. This is a 4-weight yarn. I think I had a whole total of 9 of these, so I should have plenty. I'm making this for a shorter person, so yeah, I won't need that much. But this is a 4-weight. As you can see, it's pretty thick. So I'm gonna put it back in its little pocket so that it'll keep hold of it. And this is where we are so far. So we haven't gotten very far because this is a brand new project. And as you can see, I'm doing my, if you're new, you may not know this, but when I do the hexagon cardigans and do the full stitch ones, I do a tapered sleeve. So I do a double crochet 3 together between two corners every round, between the same 2 corners, of course, every round that I do, so that when I fold it to make the sweater, my sleeve is already tapered and I don't have to do a whole bunch of decreases to get it to where I want it in the end. So by the time I get done with this, my sleeve will be nice and tapered to where all I have to do is a couple of rows of single crochet decreases and then my cuff, and I will be done. So that's why I do the tapering row by row. I start doing the tapering about row 4 of the hexicardi. About row 4 is where I usually start my tapering, so that I can get that tapered sleeve and not have to worry about the big bell sleeve like you see on most hexi cardigans. But a lot of content creators and people that have done the hexicardi patterns have mastered the art of learning how to do the decreases by whatever means they use to make the sleeves not be bell-like. And everybody has a different way of doing it. This just happens to be my way. Now I learned this from, and I'll try to go find the tutorial and show y'all, because the tutorial that I originally found this particular method on, she does it with super bulky 7 yarn. And so it looks a whole lot different than what I actually do, but she does it with super bulky yarn and a really big hook. But that's where I got it from. That's where I got the idea from, and that's what I've been doing for a long time, the last couple of years, I would say, probably. But yeah, that's where I got it from. That's where I got the original idea from. I'll link that video in the description box for y'all if y'all want to go check that out. She makes the cutest little cardie, cutest little chunky weight cardie in that video, and that's where I originally got my idea from. So anyhow, but this is a beautiful park. It's a beautiful day today. It's I would say in the mid-70s right now. And of course the sun is lighting up my bright red hair. I do hear somebody nearby at a picnic table. Yeah, there's some picnic tables back over there. I decided to sit here in this blue area. There's yeah, it's painted blue. Yeah, a real pretty shade of blue. Real close to this shade of blue right here. So yeah. So I decided to sit on this little concrete bench thing here. It's rather comfortable, believe it or not. But I'm gonna take this stitch marker out and I'm gonna put it on my necklace like I usually do, so I don't lose it. Handy that I usually wear this necklace, huh? But and I am a knife holder, crocheter, and then I hold my yarn like so. Everybody's different, but this is how I hold everything. I was considering, not that I have, you know, I know there's a lot of crocheters and content creators that have a whole lot more crochet experience than me, that do basic stitch tutorials, you know, single crochet, double crochet, you know, what have you. And but you know, I'm one of those people that once I learn something, I kind of immerse myself in the knowledge, you know. I try to learn. I watch tutorial after tutorial. I read up on things, and I just try to learn as much as I can about a certain subject, and I just soak it up like a sponge because it's important to me. And so when I decided to learn crochet, it was no exception. I did the same thing. I learned, you know, I watched video after video, read article after article, you know, did all kinds of Google searches, and, you know, I've studied different types of yarn, you know, and, you know, fiber contents and what have you. And so I wouldn't say that I'm as knowledgeable as someone who's been doing it for many, many years, but I'm more knowledgeable than I was 4 years ago when all this yarn business started for me. So I would say maybe I have a little something to offer someone who's looking to learn how to crochet. And so I was considering doing a video, maybe giving some advice on what a newbie or someone interested in learning crochet might look for when they were going to look for hooks, or maybe if they're, you know, looking to learn it, what would be ideal in hooks for them to start off with, and the different holds as far as how to hold your hook and how to hold your yarn, and because there's no written rule on how to hold your hook and how to hold your yarn. That is all adaptable and up to the individual. So, you know, everybody's going to be different in that. And there's somebody sitting on a bench over there. I'm a little worried they're playing music. I don't want to get a copyright strike, but so I may have to pause my video. But you know, but there's certain things that I wish I had known when I started, you know, and things that you know, I wish that people had put it to me a certain way, you know, just things that, you know, you learn the hard way. Yeah, I'm gonna pause here. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I think the music's far enough away. I think hopefully the wind is bright enough. Hopefully I can talk over it enough. I'm gonna wrap this up quicker rather than later. It's not quite as loud as the squeaky swing issue that I had on my last outdoor video. he seems to be moving away. I think he seems to be on some sort of substance. Yeah, I think the young man he's playing music from a phone, and I think he's high, but it doesn't appear to be a weed high. You know, marijuana, it's not marijuana. I've seen that before. This is something else. This is like heroin or something. You know, this is things you encounter when you go to a public park in the city. Sometimes it involves things like this. He seems to be, I can't actually see him. I can only hear his phone. I'm hoping that it's not clear enough to cause me any sound problems. But we will press on with what we were talking about. But anyway, I was considering doing some tutorials, informational type videos about hooks and yarn and, you know, things like that, and maybe some beginning stitch tutorials. I don't know. I'd have to clear off my little table that sits in front of my chair now. It's a white table. I'd have to clear it off. It's got my laptop and all my little junk necessity type things. So I'd have to clean it off first. And then I got this phone holder thing that I use to do videos while I'm sitting there. Instead of this tripod that I'm using today, I have a phone holder thing that is highly, you know, posable that I can use. And so I can possibly use that. Y'all, I might have to go. This is making me uncomfortable. Okay, and I'm getting close to the decrease here, but y'all let me know in the comments if y'all think that I should do some sort of beginner informational type video, you know, about hooks and about how to hold your yarn and different crochet hook holds, like this being the knife hold and this being the pencil hold. You know, I know a couple of different content creators like 3 different content creators hold their hook like this. Creative Grandma holds hers like this. Tiffany Hansen does, and Sandy over at Crochet Canada holds hers like this. Now, when I first started out, I had trouble following tutorials by, you know, people that were holding it like this. For some reason, it just didn't click, you know, because they were holding theirs like this and I'm holding mine like this. So, you know, it just didn't click the same. So it took quite a bit of experience under my belt to be able to follow tutorials by content creators that were holding their crochet hook like this. So, you know, these are things that a newbie may not understand. You know what I'm saying? These are things they need, you know, that we want to draw people into our craft. You know, we want to attract, you know, more people to come crochet and to share in our joy and our love for the craft, and keep carrying on this, you know, this legacy of crochet and this craft. We want to continue it into, you know, the future. We want it to carry on beyond us, beyond our children. We want, and so in order to do that, we need to educate the new people coming out, young people, you know, children, you know, young people that, you know, may be looking for something to occupy their minds and their hands to keep them from getting into trouble, or to help them with their mental health, or, you know, whatever might help them get through some sort of physical or emotional pain, you know, like we know that crochet can do for you. When you have something occupying your mind and your hands at the same time, those troubles, those depression type things just seem to kind of float away. And I, you know, I'd like to be part of helping someone else find that joy and find that peace and calm that crochet brings me, and that crochet brings so many of us out here in the world. And so that's why I was thinking, you know, maybe an informational video about how to hold your hook, and how it's okay that if you don't hold your hook the same as the content creator tutorial, you know, instructor, if you don't hold your hook the same as them, then it's okay that you don't. That even if you're not comfortable with their tutorial now, once you've got some experience, you can go back to that tutorial and try it again, like I have, you know, in the, you know, recent past. So he's moved over there, but so these are just things that I was just thinking that, you know, now that I've gotten some experience under my belt, these are things I think I would just like to share with the younger generation, that, you know, or even someone out there that's, you know, never tried crochet, that's wanted to try crochet to improve their overall mental health, or, you know, well-being. You know, they're looking for something to occupy their mind and hands to help them overcome something. So if we can, you know, put out something in a manner that somebody might understand better from someone who talks like me. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, he seems to be wandering off, but I'm back to the part where I do my my little tapering, or decrease my little three double crochets together. So see, we got these are the 3 stitches, boom, boom, and here. And so I'll just give y'all a quick little look what I do here. I just don't finish that one, and then I go in here and I pull that loop up and I don't finish that one, and then I go in here and then I pull through and then I don't finish, and then I come back through and pull through all 3. Well, most of the time it works. There, that worked. And then I yarn over again and do my next one, and then there's my three double crochet 3 together, and that's my little decrease for that round, and then I continue on. So you know, y'all let me know. I got to do some work in my room to kind of get my room ready for such a thing, and I gotta, you know, I'm not real good at tutorials. Oh good, he's gone. He's going and going. Okay, he was very intoxicated by something. I'm guessing it looked like he was very, it was either alcohol or heroin, because weed doesn't make you act like that. Sorry, it just don't. I've never been high from weed, but I've been around plenty of people that have, and it make you that lethargic, or at least, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert by any means, but he just seemed like something was seriously wrong with him. He's one of those that don't know how to pull up his pants too. He was funky looking. I don't know. He's just in a bad way. Real pray for him. How about that? Real pray for that young man. Right now I'm praying that he keeps going with his little phone and the music. But this is, ooh, look at that striping. That's pretty. That is really pretty. This is going to be pretty. I just, I need to pull it out of the backpack and work on it at the house some if I'm going to make it to a Christmas. If it's going to be a Christmas project, it needs to be worked on more than just on these videos here. And I need to get some shots of the park before I wrap this video up. But we're making a little progress. I finished a row while I was intermission when I, you know, broke off for the first clip, when I was trying to wait and see what he was going to do, because I didn't know if I'd have to duck and cover if he was going to try to assault me or something. I don't have any weapons. The only thing I'd have to defend myself is my fist. And a little bit of street smarts. But, you know, I'm gonna work in title for these beginner things I wish I knew before I started crocheting, or something like that. I'm sure y'all have some titles in mind, because y'all are, y'all are the watchers of videos. So I was trying to come up with some catchy titles for these beginner type information. I don't want to call them tutorials, because it's more information given than it is actual tutorial. Absolute beginner crochet information, or something along those lines. Oh, there's a sorry, there's an ant that just went across my phone. Hi. YouTube. I walk her. So, there was a lady walking her dog right before I started recording. A cute little Yorkie. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this round with y'all, and then I'm gonna wrap up and put this video together for y'all. But it's a working title for these instructional videos, these informational videos, about hooks, and then maybe beginner stitches, maybe the single, the chain, how to chain, and then how to single, how to double, how to half double, and how to slip stitch. Sorry, that ant is really on my tripod. I'm trying to get it. Did I get it? No, it's on the screen now. This is real life, y'all. There's an ant on my phone. Got it. Bye-bye, ant. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. You know me, I'm gonna leave that in the video. I'm killing an ant. Dead ant, dead ant. Sorry, couldn't help myself. It was there. It was waiting to be made into a joke. Dead ant, dead ant. Oh, you're not quite so funny when you make yourself laugh. I hope y'all are laughing with me. I really do. I hope y'all are laughing with me. Well, you can laugh at me if you want to. I laugh at myself all the time. So if you're laughing at me, I'm doing something right. This is meant to be entertainment as well as informational. So be entertained, please. Be entertained, because if you're entertained, then you will come back and watch the next one of these silly videos too, right? Right. I do love y'all so much. I did get some packages sent off today, so I had to email the folks that I sent packages to. But I did get that done right before I came here. And of course I should have ate something, because now my stomach's going, you didn't feed me. And now I am hungry. So I'll probably go home and have something to eat. Two. Remembering how many chains I did in the corners. Just 2. And then of course you don't want to forget that little stitch right there, because it will gap up if you do. Okay. We're getting, well, look at that. That's working up really pretty. And this yarn is yummy. If you can get you some of them sweet roll vivids, get you some. It is yummy to work with. What is that? Oh, that's just a fuzz. Okay. I was like, please tell me that's not another ant. I'm looking. No, there's no more ants on my phone. I'm not sure where that ant came from. It might have come from my van. My backpack was in my van. My tripod in my backpack. So it could have been that. Because there's ants in my driveway at home. I don't spend enough time in my own yard to take care of them yet. I got enough things that cost me money without spending money on ant killer for my yard. Maybe I'll mention it to the landlord. Maybe he'll come kill them. I'm sure there's a purpose for ants, but I've never found one. Never have found one. Especially the mean old fire ants that we get around here. Ooh, They burn and hurt. Good Lord, they're painful. But I have seen people try to get rid of them all kinds of different ways. I wonder if Dawn dishwashing liquid will get rid of them. It does so many things. 1, 2. And people tell you, make up some Dawn dishwashing liquid. Ooh, there's some birds chirping in the tree. Some that flew south for the winter. You hear a few birds chirping. Or that's just the breeze. No, there's just a breeze, I guess. Well, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this episode up. This is a longer episode than we've been having. Thank you for watching. I will appreciate y'all's feedback in the comments, and y'all let me know if y'all enjoyed this one. Hopefully it gets more views than the last couple. I will try to get some more shots of the park on my way out. I love y'all as usual, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye now.